it won't stay back recoiled. It just keeps falling, and then the BB is just falling out. Yeah, so it's clearly not working. This is a spring powered one. It's not meant to come apart. So there's no, like, these are all most likely fake. I'm not 100% sure. But what I did see is if I put this back and I can pop this off a little and start seeing inside there, there is, let me see, right on the other side of that screwdriver, there's a little spring. Let's see if I can get a better area. It's a little supposed to be. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get the spring right here. It's hard to see. And push it back into its place. You can vaguely see it there. It needs to go behind the other one. And this might be broken, I'm not sure. I haven't gone in there and seen why the spring's not connected, but hold it. Push that one. Pop up more of this thing. More again. You can see a little better in there now. That's the spring here. The whole thing does look like it might be broken. Actually, maybe not. spring anymore. Spring originally that was out there. Don't know where this went. It's lock. It's an airsoft gun. It's like a umarex walther PPQ. Okay. So I think that spring is the main issue, but I don't know why it's not staying in place. It looks crooked. So I should... Yeah, I'm starting to think it's the wrong side. No, that's right. It might be bent. So, yeah, damn. Okay, let's do this. All right. It doesn't want to fully. So I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be up top. Maybe on the bottom of this. And I'm pretty certain that's supposed to catch this little piece here. This is supposed to catch on that. Oops, and this little thing. So I'm thinking that this is jammed. There's a BB was jammed in there. I wonder if that's what caused all this. What if that's what caused this thing? spring is back in, which was my original thing I noticed, but this does not seem. Oh, maybe that goes forward. Just doesn't seem to be lifting. Oh, there we go. Now it's lifting up. So this originally, I think, was, I'm pretty sure it was recessed too much. Just should now have tension on it. And if so, then I did. Okay. So I just wasn't getting that spring back in front of it. So the key here, it's hard to see. This tab, let me see if actually, that little like upside down shark fin down here, that spring has to go on the opposite side of that. Whoops. Of this shark fin on the bottom here, which the tweezers are touching. Once it's fully seated then on the opposite side of there, then it will lift this up, because originally this part was not lifting up. Without that lifting up, it's not gonna catch the actual little catch thing here. All right, so let's see if we can get it back together. One side's back together. That's my first issue. Slightly different. Okay. That goes there. It's very simple. Not many things, but it's also like this. This does, one side is physically slightly larger than the other. And I'm going to guess the larger side is probably the side that presses on. Ooh. It would probably be the one that's wider, which is in there. And then the smaller one would be this front one. I might be wrong, but I'm going to say not for now. Okay, so that needs to drop in place. This is squared. Down in there, it's terrible, this footage angle. There is a little tiny channel that has to drop in. So I'm going to take this back out just for now, so I can lift this up higher. And you can kind of see the channel here. So this trick's going to be, and also I might be wrong on that also, but just try to get the spring first. Yeah, I'm wrong. It does not go in the channel there. I guess it just sits in there. What's in it? Oh, that just gets held by the front. Hold on a second. Am I doing this backwards? This might be completely backwards here. Yeah, I have this backwards. So the big end's going to go on the inside. Which would the big spring side be on that? So I'm going to do this way. The little end of the spring is on the big side here. This goes down in against there. And this side, which I still could be wrong, the small side, would go against this housing. So let me just line this up on the housing and see. There's some marks there. Looks to be about the size of the big one, yeah, because the little one's too small. So big one goes against the plastic here. Little end slides onto the big end of the metal bar. And that drops in there. Okay, we're getting it. Slide this back on. Slide this back in. Alright. Oh, sorry. Alright. So then this. Which way? This would go this way. Like that. Like that. And I don't know if that needs to go before or after the slide cover thing. And this, I think, goes on the inside, I believe. Or is it just flush? Let me try to line these up. So this is lined back up on the pin there. And since this one's not meant to be taken apart, I was supposed to just sneak the spring back in, but I couldn't. So you can take these apart. It's just like over time you might break the little tangs on the channel of the slide. But if you go little by little, just kind of do one side at a time, you should be okay and be able to snap back in place. And if not, I could be wrong with breaker airsoft and move on. I think that's it. Alright, so now it's the test. Oh, that's not good. Well, something tears it down. What did I do wrong? I wonder if it needs to get put back. It might need to get put back in that open position. That's crooked. Okay, so I don't think this is completely sideways here. You can see this thing that somehow twisted. I'm not sure how that happened. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how that. Oh, okay. So this inner one, that was the problem. This one was twisted like that. The inner one was twisted, and I'm assuming looking at this, it probably has to be like that. Whoops. So that big channel at the top. Okay, let's try this again. I'm only doing this because I don't have any storage space on the phone yet. Alright, let's try this again. So now it should be, if I can get this to go back on and snap back in place. Still, what the heck? What did I do wrong? I did something wrong here. Pretty sure it's still wrong, but I'm trying to check. Line up. you gotta be careful. This is not. It's like not meant to come apart. So it's like a tight squeeze. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take this part away. I think it's just this thing's getting twisted. Or is that supposed to be the other way? Where's that cut out? That's supposed to be this way. Yeah. Okay, so I was being a little silly there. I guess this goes on the bottom, so when this comes back, which makes total sense, this is going to catch on that piece that was broken. That's not broken, but the spring was disconnected and had that recessed in there. So now, I'm going to put this back together. Hopefully it should work. Okay. Got it. Okay. Back together. Clips on the slider. Back on both sides. Now to see if it works. Mother. Okay. First test. Second test. Works. So it took a while, but it's fixed. All for that spring pop out. If you can get it with that, by just opening it, it's probably easier than taking the whole thing apart. But I wasn't sure I could get it because there's a little shark fin thing it has to go under. So good luck and have a good day.